We're the two gay reefers.
Hey Roofers, today we are doing a quick unboxing and a very quick review of the Aquamay Lumina 100 watt reef LED light. The good guys at Aquamay gave us this light to have a trial of. So we don't actually need a new light on the tank at all, but we are looking at putting a frag system under the tank in the sump area. So this will be a good light to test that out. A little bit of specs, just reading purely from the box here, guys. It is a 100 wattage light. It's got about a 78 to 185 average par, and it's programmable. It's got its own app, and it comes with a hanging kit included. We won't be using the hanging kit today. We'll be using a bracket to go over the tank because we don't want to drill into the bottom of the tank because that would be bad. Alright guys, so let's have a look what's actually in the box. We'll take the lid off. Obviously it comes with your instruction manual. We'll probably have a closer look at that a little bit later on.
Because being guys, we don't actually look at instruction booklets, we just put it straight on.
A little bit of nice plastic covering so to protect the actual light itself. Let's see if we can work out how to get this out of the box and make a nice reveal of it. Are you ready? And what?
Ooh.
So it's a nice sleek silver and white design. It's a nice looking light. It's got two big pucks in the middle with, I'm not going to count how many actual LEDs are there, but quite a few. They say this thing is relatively silent as well. It has got two big fans on the back. So we'll see how silent it actually is. Alright, another little handy piece. It actually has a guide of where to drill the holes for your hanging kit. It does come in very handy. It says it has a, read it upside down here, 150 centimeter or 65 inch cable, which is a pretty good length, especially when you're talking about a big tank like the Reefer 900 XXLs. There's a lot of space between where the light would be to where the power would be underneath. So the longer the cord, the better. It comes with a power supply. Odd thing is it's got a white cable here and a black cable here, but we won't go there. That's just the way it is. So let's go and chuck it under the sump and, well, not under the sump, on top of the sump, and see how this light actually works. Alright guys, so we are now underneath the tank. If you happen to catch a glimpse of our power management, please don't look at it and judge. But the good thing about the Reefer XXL 900s is it does come with this additional tank sump here. Obviously the main part of the sump's on the other side of this wall. This is purely just to use for either a refugium, or you could use it as a separate frag tank. You could use it as a separate tank. You could use it for whatever you want, or you could just disconnect it all together and not use it at all. Obviously with the main display tank doing quite well, we are getting to the point shortly where we're going to have be able to take some frags from our system and pass them out to the other reefers in the community, which is obviously the best thing for the community. And we Darren and I, don't like having frag racks in the main display. We just think it looks messy. So having the option of having a frag system in here is definitely a way to go. In the middle of the sump here, you can actually see there is a divider. Darren wants to zoom in a bit. So this actually is nice and easy and just literally slides out. And it is actually glass. I didn't expect that. There you go. So this now opens up the whole sump for us to use. And we will be using a frag rack that has thankfully been given to us by Nick from Nick's Aquarium, our channel sponsor. All right, so as we said in earlier in the video, the light itself does come with a hanging kit, but we don't want to be drilling into the bottom of the tank. So we have got our hands on the Aquamay hanging kit. So we're going to use that to put the light over the sump. It sounds rattly. So let's have a look and see how difficult this is going to be. It comes with an instruction manual. It comes with two very nice. So it looks like CNC cut aluminium brackets. That's the rattly bit. Put that out of the way. Alrighty, let's work out how this all goes together. So it's actually got slots. Slide in, apparently. There we go. Yep. Alrighty. Let's get this on the tank and see how it looks. Just keeping the cabling out of the water because that would be bad. We'll switch over to Darren so he can use the app and turn it all on.
So we've opened the app now. We're going to go through and connect it up. Hopefully it's nice and easy. We have already made an account off screen. So it says basically go to the settings button and select Wi-Fi and select the device. Cool. That shouldn't be too hard. Aquamai, it's right there. Enter password.
On the box.
Get the box.
Hang on. All right, now that we've got the password.
Password is in the booklet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
At least it's not 1 to 4.
Yeah, true.
Leave a comment below if you're happy to see Darren's blue hair back.
So it looks like it just took a little while for it to find the device. So hopefully we can go into manage. There we go.
Oh, and we have light.
There we go.
Alright.
So besides the fact that it took a little while to find it on the system, so it's now loading. So I'm not sure what it's loading.
So initial thoughts of the actual light part of the light, does that make sense? Is it has got a nice sort of whitish blue tinge to it.
Yeah,
Just
it looks
as you-
like a nice coloration.
Yep.
Everything, all the LEDs are on.
Which is always good.
So now it's just going to be programming it and things like that. So, but it's still taking a while to load.
And I think we might need to clean that sump out of it. Just saying. And we also need to put some sort of flow in there, Darren.
Yes, well the flow will get rid of all that. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so the main thing with the app is it is super slow. Like I've been trying for a couple of minutes now to actually go through and make sure the light is turned on and it's synchronized and things like that. And it lags by about 3 or 4 minutes, which is interesting. I have a feeling that the app is rather old because when you actually go to set it up on an iPhone, it actually says press the home button. Most iPhones these days don't have a home button. So
I haven't had a home button for
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We have it on. So we're going to set up the frag tank. So we've got it all ready to go. Programming, I'm not going to touch at this stage because I just want to see that it stays on and see that the light works properly. As you can see, we've got a lot of detritus in the bottom there, just a bit. So, going to put a pump down here, just a cheap little pump that we got ages ago. It's off a freshwater filter, I think. Just to give a bit of movement down the bottom there. They'll stir all that up, they'll go through to the filter and go out. So, easier than siphoning it out.
In.
So there's not a lot of height there, but we're not trying to grow colonies down there. And just putting in a small little pump.
It's just literally just a canister filter pump that we've had floating around for ages.
We have flow.
We have flow.
Now I've got to mount that, obviously.
Yep.
But as you can see, that's quite a lot of flow. It's picking up all the dirt. But yeah, that's a very basic sump-based frag system. Got a few kinks to iron out, obviously mounting this little pump that I've got there.
And just make it look a bit more aesthetically pleasing.
Yep, but it's all ready to go, so we'll do a bit of footage when it clears up. Okay, reefers, that was an interesting experience. It didn't go quite as smoothly as some other devices I've added, such as like Red Sea or Ecotech. I have found with cheaper or less known products that they do have a bit of a clunky app system, so I sort of expected that. Just jumping in here for some clarification. When I said bigger reefing companies have better apps, that's because they have more users and those users provide feedback. So the more feedback you get with IT, the better your product is that you can make. So I'm not being critical, but smaller companies obviously don't have as many users, so they don't have as much feedback. Having a look, the build quality of the arms, they're strong, but the arms look like they are adjustable for the height, but they really aren't. They have to be basically locked in at one setting, so you can't adjust how high it is off the tank. The output looks really good of the lighting. I haven't gone through and adjusted timing or anything like that. I'll want to sit down with the app and explore it a bit more and actually get to know it a bit more before I have a final verdict on that. But for now, we have a frag tank, so really happy about that. We have a huge leather that needs to be fragged for starters. I want to frag Zoas, want to frag Gorgonians and SPS. If we haven't updated you, we have had another load of SPS. The video on that is coming soon. They have all survived so far. It's been about 2 weeks. That sound about right?
About that, maybe more.
They were rescue SPS from Nix, so thank you, Nick. But they're all looking really good. They're starting to colour up. I have seen a little bit of growth in some of them as well, which is nice. So looking forward to filling up this frag tank down there and actually being able to, first of all, spread it throughout the system so I've got more than one colony of everything, because I think that makes a more natural reef as well if you've got doubles. And also, we've got another tank over there and we've got this little bowl over here that's still empty. So, you know, plenty of places to put coral and then we can spread it around everywhere. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like, comment and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe. And as always, be excellent to each other and keep it salty, everyone. Bye for now.
See you guys.